guys, it's Natalie here. Today I thought I would do a little bit of a life update. I realise I haven't done too many sit down chatty videos and I'd really like to start doing them as well as my normal music videos. So I have now, it's just recently been my anniversary of 4 months away from Australia and my close family over there, which is so mental to think about. 4 months it's been since I was in Australia last. That's absolutely crazy. I thought I would speak a little bit about homesickness and being away from my close family in today's video, and just try and give an idea. When I was moving away from Australia, I didn't think it would be for that long. My mind was not in the thought process of thinking that I wasn't going to see my family face to face and hug them for such a long time. So that was really not a thought I'd had. I was so excited about being in another country that I just didn't even think about that. So now, since I've been over here, that's really obviously hit me, and it's gotten a lot easier. There's still obviously going to be days where I really wish that I could just instantly buy a ticket home back to Australia and hug my family, but it's not that easy. So I think the main thing that's helped me is, one, having family that I live with, like dotted around the UK, so I can swap around between them and do. Sorry, my eyes just started following a piece of fluff. And getting involved in things around different areas and meeting up with family that I haven't seen for about 7 years. So that's really helped, and they're absolutely amazing. They've been amazing to me. I've always got a roof over my head wherever I need to be, and that's such an important thing. And just being around people that I feel comfortable with and I've known for a long time, even though not, obviously, I haven't met all of them throughout the years, but that I've had a background with them before and I get along with them so well, so that's obviously been such a good thing. But also I found I constantly need to be doing something to keep my mind off it and not to kind of dwell on the fact that I'm not in Australia. I'm doing so many amazing things over here and it's been such a good time for me, and it's shaped me to be the person I am. Yeah, it's hard some days, and that's okay, that's fine. I'm learning that. It's fine to be 19 years old and still ring my parents on Skype and have a big long cry to them. And I'm getting used to that thought, but it's getting easier. That's a long way of saying it's been getting easier. I still do have my cries, and it's been hard because recently, 2 days ago was my dad's birthday, and it was the first kind of celebration that I wasn't with them, and that kind of brought it all up again. And also each anniversary of the day that I left Australia is always a kind of quiet day, but no, it's been getting a lot better, and just getting up and doing something for myself and going and seeing my family, or I've always got something exciting that I'm looking forward to, really helps. So that's an update on the homesickness. So for anyone that wants to travel the world, I wish that I had someone to tell me beforehand how hard it was actually going to be about the homesickness. I've never really had that, obviously, because I've been with my family or someone in my family 24/7 every single day of my life so far, and so to be so far away from them I wasn't prepared for. But you get going and you do things and it gets a lot easier, so that's really good. So yeah, it was my dad's birthday the other day, and now it's my eldest brother's birthday tomorrow, so that's a bit of a bummer that I'm not with him. I'm an ugly cry, so I'm not going to do it. Just did my makeup as well. The brilliant thing I've found is technology these days is so good, so you don't even feel like you're on the other side of the world to them, and you've got no idea of the distance and the kilometres that is actually between you. So if I ever need to, if I'm stuck with something or I need advice on something, I can just literally just say, "Mum, are you available for a call quickly?" And Skype is so good for that. And that's helped a lot, I think, for both of us. Now my exciting news. Well, not really for you guys, but for me it is. It's brilliant for me. So when I was in Australia, I started researching if I wanted to go to uni in the UK, where I would go. And there was a couple of universities that I had looked at around the area. And so there was one particular uni that I've had my eye on, and I've really loved the thought of going there, and a lovely location and things, and that was the University of Leeds. I got in touch with the international branch of the uni for some advice and to see whether it was even something I could even contemplate doing, and if I had the requirements to be able to get in. So I started speaking to a lady there, a lovely lady called Rachel, and I started speaking to her when I was still in Australia, and sent through all of my certificates and everything that I had attained over the years, and they were so accommodating and so welcoming, and I really wanted to do the Bachelor of Arts music course. So I got in touch and spoke to them, and there was kind of like a toing and froing of emails for many months actually, and it was kind of June that I really properly heard back, and they said, "Oh, have a think about it, you've got the requirements, is it something you'd like to do? We just need a bit more of information." And I had to sort out all of UCAS, all my UCAS information, which was a big process which I wasn't expecting. So I did all that after taking so long. At the end of June, I think it was, start of July, and then the university was like, "Brilliant, we love it. We would like to accept your offer. Accept your application, but we still need to make a decision." So I was like, brilliant, okay, yeah, things are looking good, but I'm not going to get my hopes up whatsoever, because I haven't spoken about it before, but I had auditioned and put a lot of effort into universities in Australia but didn't get in. So I was really nervous about getting my heart broken all over again. And so I had an interview with them. It was only 16 minutes long, and that really freaked me out. I was like, if it was 16 minutes long, was that good enough? Like, I was good enough to give them a really good idea of me straight away in 16 minutes, or whether they knew that in 16 minutes that I wasn't right for them. And it really did my head in. I remember afterwards, I was here, and this is only going back like 2 weeks ago, just over 2 weeks ago, and I just sat on the floor and cried my eyes out, thinking, I blew it, I'm not in, I didn't get a placement, and I'd had my heart set on this university, and I didn't know what to think. I was really upset, and it was hard because I really wanted to speak to my parents about it, but every time something big and important would like go further on, it was a really awkward time, like 2:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning for them. So I knew I couldn't ring them, and I just sat on the floor and cried my eyes out. And then the following night, like, I'd been checking my emails regularly, like seeing if would hear anything from them. And I remember that I'd been checking my emails so much, and then I had missed an email from UCAS saying that there's been an update on your UCAS application. And I was in the house by myself. This is about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I remember freezing, and I was like, just take your time, just slowly go up to your room and get on your laptop and check it. So I slowly walked up, heart pounding in my chest, expecting to hear that I hadn't got in. And I checked it, and it said that I had been given an unconditional offer from the University of Leeds. To be told that I'd got an unconditional application, I had no idea what that meant. I was like, so that's an offer, but what does unconditional mean? Like, is that good or bad? Like, so I quickly WhatsApped my cousin who's over in the UK, because she's just recently been to uni, and I was like, my God, what does this mean? What does this mean? Like, I've been given an unconditional offer, what does that mean? And she's like, oh my God, you've got a placement, you've got in. And I was like, oh. And I thought, it's a 3-year course. That means for at least another 3 years, I'm in the UK. And I hadn't actually thought about that before. 3 years in the UK. And my family in Australia for 3 years. I won't be in Australia now. That still hasn't really sunk in. So yeah, I'm going to uni. I'm going to the University of Leeds, and I start this September. The end of middle of September. I start on the 18th of September, I believe. That's my first introduction day, and I'm so nervous but so excited. I can't explain how excited I am. The course looks amazing. Another thing was, I got my application, and this was about 5 in the afternoon, so it was really early, really early for my family. It was about 2:30 in the morning in Australia, and I cried again, because it was such an important part of any person's life to be told that they're going to uni, and I couldn't share it with my family and my parents. So, and I was alone, which really was like, I didn't have anyone with me. So I caved, and for the first time ever, I rang my parents on the phone. Didn't get a reply. Of course, they didn't pick up. Of course, because it was like 2 a.m. So I quickly sent the messages and was like, I'm gonna be a real horrible person and kind of not play it up. So I was like, Mum, I need to speak to you, and I need to speak to you. Let me know when you're awake and we can have a call. And then I got messages straight back, and they were like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Was that you calling? I was like, yeah, can we call? And she was like, okay. And then anyway, then I called them on Skype, and Dad and Mum were like, what's going on? What's happening? Are you okay? Are you alright? Dad's like still laying in bed, like trying to like wake himself up. I felt terrible for that mind. Like, I should put that out there. I felt absolutely terrible. But again, this is such an important part of anyone's life. So I felt like I needed to, and I think they would have been really upset if I hadn't actually. So I told them that I'd gotten in. Mum cried. Dad was tough, but I think I heard his voice croak a little bit, like he was tearing up a bit. I cried. We're all crying. We're all going mental crying. And then we were like, we need to sort some stuff out. Like, we are not prepared for this. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment, sorting out the finances and the accommodation and all my supplies which I need, which I might go further into later on, if anyone wants to hear about that stuff. But yeah, my life is about to get even more crazy than it already has been. And I am so excited for it. And I get to do music, which is what I've always wanted. I feel so lucky. I think I'm the luckiest person in the world to have been able to have the support of travelling the world, to do what I love, and to kind of make myself some new opportunities, and with all that support from my family. And now I'm getting to go to the uni that I have wanted to go to. And the fact that I've just been able to go to Spain and spend some time with my grandma was brilliant as well. Like, not everyone gets to go just to Spain. So yeah, that's been, I'm so excited to start. So if anyone can let me know any more about university and university life and all the lead up to it, would be absolutely so good for me. I really need it and I would appreciate it a lot. If you want to let me know in the comments below, that would be excellent, and it can help anyone else as well. If anyone else sees a video that's doing exactly the same thing, it would really help them as well. So if anyone can do that, that would be excellent, because I need all the advice I can get. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. So yeah, I've got some more music videos lined up. I've got some ideas of some more sit-down chat videos and some other videos that are going through my head. I've been making plans of what I'm going to do, and I really want to continue doing my YouTube channel while I'm at university, which I think could be quite interesting. And I shall see you all very soon.